What is patience? If this is required of us, it is important for us to understand it. Ibn al-Qayyim had said that patience in the spiritual sense means that in times of grief, we stop ourselves from despairing, panicking. We stop ourselves, our tongues from complaining. And we stop our hands from striking our faces and tearing our clothes. In times of grief and stress, we stop ourselves from falling into despair, feeling the situation is hopeless, feeling that Allah has burdened us beyond our capacity. There is no way out. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already told us, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهِ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا, whoever fears Allah, Allah will make a way out for them. We stop our tongues from complaining about the trials of life. Complaint destroys patience. There is a difference, however, when we look at patience and complaint, where one complains to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is not considered the complaint which destroys patience. The complaint which destroys patience is like the woman Prophet Muhammad ﷺ passed by her when she was at her son's grave, crying, screaming, wailing. And the Prophet said to her, "O woman, get a hold of yourself." And she turned angrily to him and said, "You haven't suffered what I have suffered." And the Prophet ﷺ turned and walked away. Then some other women ran up to her and said, "That was the messenger of Allah." So she got up quickly and ran to him. "Oh, messenger of Allah, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. I have to control myself. I control myself." He said, patience is at the time of the calamity. Patience is at the time of the calamity. Her complaint, "You haven't suffered what I have suffered," that is the complaint to human beings. Human beings who can do nothing about the trials of our lives. But turning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is acceptable. Because we found, for example, in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, verse 86, we find Prophet Yaqub saying, "Innama ashku bathi wa huzni ila Allah." I only complain of my distraction and anguish to Allah. After his sons had caused Yusuf to be lost, pretending that he had been killed by a wolf, Prophet Yaqub could only turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's what he did. And that is perfectly legitimate. And that's who we should take our complaints to. So patience is real and is maintained as long as we stay away from complaining to people.